John 3000 Hitman. Today is March 19th and a lot going on. And, I apologize. I have not made content in over a week. It just, like the rest of us, we have a lot going on in the world right now. So I'm not going to even elaborate on that. But there's a lot going on. And for me personally, trying to take care of personal things, family things, and working a job where I'm usually working 14, 15 hours a day. This is the first day I've had off in quite some time. So I wanted to join in something that I wanted to do a video about, and that is thank you to the card community for keeping us going in this time when there is no sports. There's no baseball, there's no NHL, NBA, anything. There's nothing going on. But I want to shout out to a few people who I appreciate, that when I get home and there's days when it's been tough, I have the ability to open up the iPad and pull up some people in the card community that are doing their best in spite of things going on, still put out some content. And I think that's important right now. I think it's important as the card community, when there's nothing else going on, we can keep ourselves going. We can keep ourselves going by showing some content and passing the time and showing that we're all in this together and we all have the same struggles. So I want to give some shout outs to people saying I appreciate you, and thank you for what you're doing, and thank you for still putting out content to give me something that I can check out when I get home. After a long day, I have a chance to enjoy some cards still with some people, and then I'll show you a few cards that I wanted to cover today. Tops 85401, thank you very much for keep going and throwing out some stuff. I appreciate it. NY Yanks fan 7, thank you very much. My good friend Ray from Philly, thank you. Another good friend, Geez Mikey, thank you very much. Nuff Said Cards, Keith, another friend of mine, Vintage Card Curator, Filmington, and Silver Jackify. So thank you guys for continuing to put out content. I appreciate it. I enjoy it. It gives me something to keep my mind off everything that's going on in the world when there's uncertainty, but that's okay. So we'll get through this. So I appreciate it. So I wanted to put out a little bit of content today, nothing much. And something I've been reflecting on is a couple of guys, there are a few that did not get into the 2020 Hall of Fame yesterday based off the Baseball Writers Association for the old timers. But there was a few that I thought deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. Still can't figure out why they're not in there. But the two that I chose to talk about today is Thurman Munson and Steve Garvey. So Thurman Munson was taken way too young, and Steve Garvey is still a staple here in Southern California. I remember growing up and getting down to Dodger Stadium just to see Steve Garvey warm up and take wind sprints out in left field. So I wanted to show off a couple cards I have of theirs, and then we'll come back and finish this up. A few of the cards I wanted to show off today of these two guys that I still cannot figure out why they're in the Hall, but nevertheless, and I will be adding the next episode some of the Don Mattingly stuff. But 1974, Steve Garvey, one of my favorite shots. I have two of them, but I'll show this one. This is one of my favorites. Just the photo, the image. With the image, you can't even see the crowd behind him. It's just a blur. All you can do is focus on him. I think that's a great card. 75, Steve Garvey in a near mint 7. Not graded, but one of my other favorite shots of Steve Garvey. 77. Him on that AstroTurf. It's a great shot. Next is a 1970 Topps Thurman Munson rookie card in a 6. And again, 73, Thurman Munson, crouching position. If you notice, you can't really see the crowd. I love those shots where you can't really see anything behind him. It's kind of there, but a blur, but him in a crouch. And that's the 73 in a 7. Not graded, but probably one of my favorite shots of him is the 78. It just, for me, shows off who he is. He's the captain, checking out the infield. It's not graded, but that's okay. So the Yankee captain and the man they called Mr. Clean, he had more starts in the National League, more consecutive starts in the National League than anybody else. And his hits, home runs, World Series MVPs, and still not sure why he's in the Hall. But nevertheless, I enjoyed that. I'll try to come back and bring another person, a couple more people that I think should be in the Hall. And that is it. Let's go back and finish it. So those are the few cards I wanted to show off today. Again, I appreciate everybody watching and subscribing. I really do, because it means a lot to me, because there's a lot of other things going on in the world right now besides having to take the time out of your day to stop for 10-15 minutes to watch a video. But for me personally, I appreciate those names I called out in the beginning of the show. And if I've missed anybody, I apologize, and I will try to continue to pick up some more. So go out, enjoy some content. Say thank you to other creators for what they're doing, taking the time out of their day to still show off their collections. And again, forgive me for not getting out as much as I should. It's just with time and other things and family, but I will continue to do my best to get content out there. And everybody, please be safe. Let's keep the card community going when nothing else is going and there's no sports going, but that does not mean that we can't show off our collections and support other creators. Everybody have a good day, safe day, and I will see everybody next week.